When you step into Carroll Creek Guitars, the first thing you'll notice is the smell. It's the smell of fresh cut wood, stacked and flattened under thick cinder blocks. Each of those square boards is a future guitar, just waiting for Jeff Miller and Jim Chamblee to bring it to life. The friends founded the shop 2 years ago, and their motto is simple: Carroll Creek Guitars, where the wood rules. It all started with a load of American ash that Jim found on Craigslist. Turns out the seller was Maryland Horse Fencing, an agricultural contractor out of Union Bridge. The guys established a source, and now they're making instruments out of the same wood that's used on farms and fences. It's wood like walnut, poplar, even catalpa, a lightweight wood that grows rampant in the mid-Atlantic. Jim and Jeff purposefully pick boards sourced in America, especially the East Coast. It's part of their mission to craft guitars that look very different from your typical Fender or Gibson. Mention paint or coating, and both men wince a little. They want the wood itself to shine. Every guitar is an exercise in simplicity. It's Jeff who's the real nerd when it comes to the wood. A former frame maker, he's the guy who inscribes every board in the back storeroom with some kind of message. You might see "beautiful grain" or "cherry, nice." After a customer picks out the board, Jeff's the one who builds the body to spec. It's Jim who does the wiring and the sound. At 59, he spent the last 4 decades playing guitars and learning to build them from scratch. Despite all that, Carroll Creek Guitars is a bit of a hidden gem. The shop is squirreled away in the same alley as McClintock Distilling in Frederick, and the guys are still working to build their sales. But they're hopeful their instruments will end up in the hands of professional musicians. After all, if it happened for Paul Reed Smith, it could happen for a couple more Maryland boys.